Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast here in Liverpool for a massive fight week headlined by Caoimhin and Katie Taylor. I'm joined by Caoimhin Agyarko. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm feeling great. Great spirits. I'm enjoying every moment of the press conference and media day. So looking forward to fighting Saturday night.
Your Dazn and Matchroom debut. Big one. It's a big one. Does it feel different to, because you're 9-0, so does it feel different to the previous 8 fights? Obviously, you only get one actual debut, but does sort of everything around this feel a little bit different to the previous 8?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, this is a new chapter for me in my career. So it feels like I'm starting all over again. Do you know what I mean? And I have a great opportunity Saturday night to be fighting for my first title. So this is a special moment for me. I'm taking this like it is my debut. Do you know what I mean? My first fight. So it is a bit different.
Even just like walking in, 'cause I spoke to your coaches and they said the photographer, the person who takes your pictures, the media man, every single person is different. So even though that doesn't affect you in the ring, it's just like a different bunch of people that you've got to get used to, who are going to become like your good friends over the years. But it's like a different team completely, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It's a completely different team, meeting all the Matchroom team, like you said, the photographer, people doing interviews and stuff like that. So it is all different, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. Do you know what I mean? This is a part of boxing, and I'm loving it.
Just quickly before we talk about yourself, I do have to mention Katie Taylor, because I saw, obviously you two know each other very well. I saw that you said you're inspired by her, and I saw her say that she's actually inspired by you as well. Just for you, sharing a card with her on your Matchroom and Dazn debut must be amazing.
It means so much to me to be fighting on Katie's on the card. It means so much. I mean, I train with Katie in the amateurs, certain training camps. So to be back then training with her, it was unreal for me. To now be on her undercard, it means so much. It's a great honour to be fighting on her undercard, and I'm excited.
What a card to start on, by the way. Like you said, a massive card in Liverpool. No Larios Jr. Bit of an unknown quantity. No one over here knows too much about him, but he comes with an unbeaten record, and anyone who comes with an unbeaten record has got something about him.
Yeah, without doubt. Listen, he's unbeaten, 14-0. He's had more fights than me. He's been in 10-round contests, and he's had most of his fights in Mexico. So he's no mug. Do you know what I mean? He stayed unbeaten. Everyone knows how tough the Mexicans are. They come to fight. So, like I said, he's no mug, and I think everyone expects me to kind of steamroll him on Saturday night, but that's not the mindset I'm going into the ring with. I expect a tough night's work. I prepared for 10 grueling rounds. I don't expect it to go 10. I want to get the job done in spectacular fashion, but I'm prepared for 10 tough rounds against a good opponent.
We've been excited every time we've seen you in the ring so far as a pro, but is this the bit that's even more exciting? Because, all right, you signed with Matchroom, you signed with Dazn, all the amenities are out the window now. It's all about you in the ring, but you've kind of done the learning stage. So we're talking about an undefeated fighter, a title. This is the bit where it's like, yeah, your career's about to get very interesting.
Yeah, definitely. This is the exciting stage of my career, fighting for titles, a new platform. But I don't think you have seen the best Caoimhin Agyarko. I don't think you have even seen half of the best Caoimhin Agyarko. Everyone says with each performance I'm getting better, but I feel like I've only been given 50-60% of myself. And I feel like Saturday night you will see the best Caoimhin Agyarko. I've prepared extremely hard for this fight. I'm in the best shape I've ever been in, physically and mentally. And I've got a title on the line, and I've said many times before, no one's come to spoil my party. I'm on a certain path, and I want to be Ireland's first black world champion, and this is the first step in picking up a recognised belt, get me in the world rankings, and start progressing my career.
What haven't we seen yet?
What haven't you seen?
Yeah, because I'm looking at you thinking there can only be a bit left in the tank. We've seen sort of the aggression, the boxing skills. We've seen quite a lot, but you're saying we've seen 50%.
I'd say you have seen a certain percentage of the aggression side. No one's seen how good of a boxer I am. I'm a better boxer than I am aggressor, fighter. My boxing brain is my best attribute. I'm a middleweight that can do it all. I've got fast feet, fast hands. I can go side to side, box southpaw, box orthodox. I hit very hard for the weight. So I'm a fighter that can do it all, and I haven't showed it all yet. I've only showed that certain side to me where I have to be the aggressor, because once I hit somebody, they go into their shell and just try and survive. So when I have someone coming at me and applying pressure, and I can use my boxing ability, my boxing skills, you'll see that side.
Yeah, because you say that, like, I mean, you've had fights where as soon as you hit someone, you go into their shell. It's hard to look good against some people. So the fact that you even were impressing against people that, in a way, are kind of, like I said, really hard to look good against, that's a bonus. And now you've got people who are going to come for a bit more, and that's what's going to show the best of you.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's why this fight on Saturday I'll look so good, and I feel like this kid will come to fight. You know what I mean? He's unbeaten. He's not gonna want to take an L on his record. So I feel like that'll bring the best out of me, because then I ain't got to go looking for it. Do you know what I mean? He's not just going to tuck up and try and hide in there. So I feel like this will bring out the best performance for me, and it's going to be an explosive performance and a great night.
And you mentioned the title as well, one of the WBA ranking trinkets. You said you want to be Ireland's first black belt champion. Have you got like a plan in place? Obviously, look, boxing's so unpredictable. You can never have an exact plan that goes perfectly. But have you sat down with Eddie and gone, right, this is a plan over a year, 18 months, 2 years, or is it just take this fight, win the title, and see what happens?
Yeah, we do have a plan. We wanted to get a title for this fight. Thankfully, Eddie's provided that for me. So the plan is to win Saturday night first and foremost, and then next year go back to Belfast and headline some shows or some big nights in Belfast. Eddie wants to start building me as a superstar back home. I feel like I'm marketable in being able to do that. I'm a good-looking kid that can fight, and I've got a fan-friendly style. So I've got an unbelievable fan base back home. So it only makes sense to bring me back home and start for me to fight there. So we want to go back home, fight there, maybe fight in the States next year.
Unbelievable support back home, but unbelievable support. But if I can get my words out, unbelievable support coming on Saturday. 150 before Christmas. That's no meat. That's serious, mate. 150 just before Christmas at a time when look, people are strapped for cash because you got to dish out for your kids and your family and that. But 150 down from Belfast at late notice. That is mad.
I had 3 weeks' notice, I think, three and a half weeks' notice when I got announced on this card. So 150 fans, it just shows that how much support I get from back home. 2 weeks before Christmas, do you know what I mean? It's a very expensive time of the year, and I'm so appreciative of my fans coming over 2 weeks before Christmas, spending their hard-earned money on me and support my career. So I can't wait to fight Saturday night, see them all Saturday night. It's going to be very noisy in there, and bring big nights back to Belfast next year.
It'll all be worth it when you do go back to Belfast and have them a massive nights. Really looking forward to seeing you make your Matchroom and Dazn debut. And thanks for giving me some of your time.
Thank you very much, mate.